Today we're going to discuss the Palestine-Israel conflict. I'd like to give an overview of the history behind this situation. Not here to proclaim who's right and who's wrong, just want to provide the facts in the matter. Now understand, there's a vast history of conflict within the region that we currently refer to as Palestine or Israel. But in relation to the current conflict, that's irrelevant outside of religious perspective, because the current conflict involves Islamic Arabs, and Islam didn't come into fruition until the 7th century, so I'm going to start there. Islamic Arabs conquered Palestine between 634 and 638, and for centuries, various Islamic leaders controlled that area while maintaining a non-Muslim population. That wasn't until the spark of the Crusades, in which the Seljuk Empire is coined for this disruption. Side note, the Seljuk Empire were newly converts to Islam. Islam had been spreading for 300 years before they started practicing it. The Seljuk Empire expanded into Palestine and secured Jerusalem in 1071, and then cut off the Christian pilgrimage routes into the land. All right, let me break this down. All right, like shit was chilling, shit was cool, shit was copacetic. You feel what I'm saying? Like Islam spreading this shit. It's a thriving Muslim community over here. You feel what I'm saying? The majority Muslim, but we still got non-Muslim population amongst the people. You feel what I'm saying? It's all good. Everything copacetic, everything chilling. Then these niggas convert to Islam, take over the land, and then make shit not chilling no more. What the fuck is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? Why are y'all doing this? Come on, Seljuks. I like this Islam shit. Yeah, I think I like that land too. I might as well help myself. What's these niggas doing here? They not Muslim. What the fuck y'all got going on over here? How'd they even get in here? Routes. These niggas got routes? Fuck them routes. As a result, in 1095, Pope Urban II called for Christians to stop fighting each other, unite, and recapture the city of Jerusalem from the Muslims. These series of conflicts will be described as the Crusades. Crusader states were then established and held a formidable presence for about 200 years. In 1187, in the Battle of Hattin, Sultan Saladin from the Ayyubid dynasty, which was based out of Egypt, takes over Jerusalem, and they take over the land until the Mamluk dynasty takes over. The Mamluk dynasty controlled Palestine from 1250 to 1516, and the Ottoman Empire occupied Palestine from 1517 to 1918. Side note, all this shit that's happening now is a result of what happened to them niggas, the Ottoman Empire. During the Ottoman Empire's rule over the land of Palestine, World War I breaks out. In 1916, Britain and France come up with the Sykes-Picot Agreement and created what we today call the Middle East and deciphered who would control what lands. The very next year, in 1917, the British Minister of Foreign Affairs, Arthur Balfour, came up with the Balfour Declaration, which was a public statement issued to the British government announcing its support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Between 1922 and 1948, the land of Palestine was legally and officially under British rule, and they referred to the land as Mandatory Palestine. While Britain controls Palestine, the Holocaust occurs and World War II breaks out. Okay, now World War II is over, and the Israeli forces have been created, which is Israel's military, which was in 1948. That same exact year, the Kaaba happened, which was the extermination of Arabs from Palestine. And they've been fighting ever since. Now, to break this down, to understand what really went down, Britain fights the Ottoman Empire in World War I. Ottoman Empire loses. They break their territory down. Britain owns Palestine now. They throw all these Jewish people over there, knowing all the people still live there. And then World War II breaks out, so they gotta leave that joint. Can't really, jump at World War II, have World War II over. They leave the military there. Britain leaves. The military is armed to the T. They start killing all the Palestinians so the Jewish people can have their land and live there and stuff like that. And now they still fighting to this day. The Palestinians are clearly, obviously, the descendants of the Ottoman Empire. The people have been living there and ancestors have been there for 400 years. The Israelis who got put there because of Britain have only been there for like 100 years. So for them to be killing all these people like that is crazy to me, but this is Britain's fault. Now, to break down this Hamas situation, because they keep saying Hamas versus Israel and Hamas attacks this and all this other shit. Okay, boom. To go forward, Britain had owned Palestine. Okay, Britain creates Israel for the Jews that had a national home and shit like that. Israel was left with the Israeli force. Britain didn't leave Palestinians any army and shit like that. So the Hamas is just niggas protecting their land. Israeli force is a military that was created. The Hamas is just some niggas protecting their land.